Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Summer and I'm a waxaholic, and today I have got my October empties #1. So this is going to be everything from the 1st of October until the 16th. Today is the 17th as I'm filming it, and just wanted to go ahead and do it. I was going to wait and try to do a monthlies, but I feel like that'll just be a little too much and it'll be hard for me to remember my thoughts on each one. So I've got quite a bit here. I was working in the office a little bit more than what I usually do, so I don't feel like I got through as much as normal, but I still have a nice stack here. I don't have any self-care empties. I think I'm going to save those for the next empties video, my part 2 for October. So stay tuned for that. And if you'd like to see everything that I've gotten through for the past couple of weeks, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's chat wax. So let's see. I don't have any Scentsy this month. We just have Vendor. So first up from the Candle Nurse is Ashes to Ashes. This is by the Fireplace Type, Smoky Vanilla Embers, Toasted Marshmallows, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Palo Santo. So this one I love by the Fireplace, and of course, you know, blend it with anything, but especially bakery, and I'm going to love it. So I loved the way this smelled on cold. I did this, I'm going to say in my office one day, and then in my bathroom the next time I warmed it. It was a her Serenity Shapes bag, so it came with like 6 shapes, and it smelled pretty strong. I could definitely smell it on cold, but when I warmed it, I wasn't smelling anything at first. So I think with soy wax, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I'm still kind of new to soy, but it takes a little longer to sort of get going. So this took about 2 hours for me to be able to smell anything. And after that, it was a medium throw, a lighter medium throw. It wasn't like a powerhouse or anything, but I could definitely smell it. But it did, you know, take a couple of hours before I smelled anything at all. And then it lasted for about 3 to 4 hours. So I warmed it, like I said, in my office, which is a smaller space. I have a Happy Wax warmer and a Scentsy warmer in here. And then I did it in my bathroom, and I have Happy Wax, Julienne Home, and Scentsy in there. So if anybody has any tips for soy wax and how to get the best throw, please let me know in the comments down below. Would love your suggestions. That is Ashes to Ashes. Really loved the smell. Loved by the Fireplace. Next, from Super Tarts, I got through a brick of Nebula, Lavender, Martini, and Sandalwood. This was my first experience with Lavender Martini. I remember when she offered this, I only got one of them because I didn't really know what to expect. It smells sort of gin-like, you know, gin kind of has that tree sort of a scent, but it's not super strong. It's like a mellow, like outdoorsy lavender. And then with the sandalwood gives it that sort of bougie feel to it. And I loved this. It was a great performer. I ordered like 6 other bars of it because I loved it on cold so much. So this is a newer favorite of mine. That is Nebula. From Second and Spruce, I finished Midnight Campsite, Creamy Marshmallow, Sugar Cookies, and Hint of Smoky Campfire. This I actually got in a D-stash. I can't remember when or who it was from, but it sounded so intriguing to me. I love all of these notes, and I'm pretty sure she either offered this or a blend with this in it recently, maybe in her samplers, maybe in her pre-order, maybe both, but whatever it was, I picked it up and I really loved this. This was a really beautiful scent. It was one of those like comfy, cozy types of scents. And while it did perform pretty well, I feel like it was more of a milder scent. It wasn't like one of those hit you in the face. It was a strong medium, and would definitely repurchase it. And I think I have either this or an iteration of this on the way. So that is the Midnight Campsite. Really loved it. From Southbound, I warmed a bakery bag of Dead of the Night, pink sugar, lavender, marshmallows, and vanilla. You guys, I love this scent. I love Southbound. Her lavender blends are just out of this world good. And this one is no exception. It's beautiful. It's just a very pretty sweet lavender blend with no bakery. It's more of like, I want to say body care, but it's not really body care to me. I mean, I would totally wear this as body care, but it's just a sweet, sweet lavender. The marshmallows and vanilla, I mean, I guess you could say that's sort of bakery, but it just kind of smooths it out, creams it out, and gives it a little bit more sweetness. And it kind of tones it down a little bit, but such a banger scent. One of my favorites. I love this so much. And I have like a couple more bakery bags in my stash. So I don't need any more right now. But if I ever start running low, I will definitely pick more up. From Glitterati, I finished a snap bar and After the Bonfire. Palo Santo, Mahogany Woods, Sandalwood, Bonfire, and Vanilla Lace. I really liked this one. I was scared of the Mahogany Woods, but this is just a very earthy scent. And it's like a creamy earthy though. The Vanilla Lace and the Sandalwood and the Palo Santo kind of smooth it out, cream it out. Still woodsy, but you don't smell like mahogany teak wood. It's just more of a masculine, outdoorsy, woodsy sort of a scent, and it's really pretty. The Bonfire in here is just a little smoky. It's not like something's on fire. It's just a really nice scent, perfect for fall, winter, and would definitely repurchase this. I loved it. From the Melt Stash, I finished a snap bar in Sugar Fairies. This is pink sugar and vanilla lavender, both I think Bath and Body Works types. The Melt Stash wax does really, really well for me. I've had great luck with her wax. And again, this is just that really sweet sort of body care-esque lavender, no bakery. It's just a beautiful, smooth, creamy, sweet, almost perfumey lavender. Loved it. I would repurchase it. I've got so much lavender right now. I'm not going to run and like try to repurchase it, but if I'm ever on her site and it's there, I would definitely grab it. From Traverse City Wax Co., I finished a brittle in Electric Plum, Juicy Red Plum, Zesty Citrus, Sugar Crystals, and Warm Honey. I can't remember what she calls these, but they're like a Sassy Girl Aroma brittle size, so I just call them brittles, but this is such a beautiful scent, you guys. I get great performance from Traverse City. I love plum scents. I feel like plum and citrus go really well together. It's that deep, juicy berry sort of a scent. And then you get the bright freshness of that citrus. They just complement each other very well. And then the sugar crystals and honey just give it a little more sweetness. The honey gives it a little depth and richness. This performed so well for me. I have more in my collection, but would definitely pick more up if I ever run low. Electric Plum, gorgeous scent if you love plum. And then from Kay's Scented Wax Melt, I warmed 7, which I think was part of a sampler. Somebody told me in the comments, I think it was a bakery sampler. This was so kindly gifted to me from my friend Courtney from Courtney's Scent Society. So Courtney, if you're watching, thank you so much again. This is Sugar Cookie Royale, Palo Santo, and Toasted Marshmallow. I did this in my kids' room and loved it. The performance was pretty good considering with K's, her clamshells always do best for me as opposed to her K cuts. And I had never tried a snap bar, but this one did pretty well. It was a medium. And to me, what came out most was the Toasted Marshmallow and Palo Santo. The Sugar Cookie Royale was there, but I definitely got that warm, creamy, like woodsy note, roasty, toasty the most. This was really pretty. I like the combination of these scents. Kind of, today is October 3rd from L3 vibes, but a different spin. Because, everybody does different combinations when they do it. So that was really, really pretty, and I definitely enjoyed it. Okay, I think that's it of the sort of like one-ofs. So we'll move into Rainbow Melts. I have 2 here. First up is Vanilla Palo. This is vanilla buttercream pound cake, vanilla wafers, and Palo Santo. Y'all have been watching me for a while. You know I love vanilla wafers. I mean, in real life and in wax. I feel like in wax, it just adds such a texture to it. And this was really pretty. She has a great Palo Santo. It's more creamy as opposed to more like cologne masculine. It's a more creamy woodsy Palo, and then mixed with the vanilla wafers and the vanilla buttercream pound cake. It's just a really nice Palo bakery. Rainbow Melts. I love her wax. It performs so well. And I feel like she just does the most amazing blends. And this one was so beautiful. I think I have one more in my collection, but I would definitely repurchase it. And then this one is called Apple Delight. I think I might have got this one. It was either a sample or I got it in a D-stash, or maybe I got it in a mystery box. I did pick up one of her mystery boxes last month. So I think, yeah, I think now that I think about it, I think that's where I got this one. So Apple Delight is apple cider donuts, apple pie, and pumpkin pecan waffles. Now, I am not the biggest fan of apple pie. However, I can do it in blends. So I'm kind of glad that I got that mystery box with this in here because I probably wouldn't have picked it up. I do love apple cider donuts and I do love pumpkin pecan waffles, but sometimes apple pie is just not for me. But this combination is really, really nice. You really do get that apple cider note with that bready donut, and then the pumpkin pecan waffles, just gives it that sweetness. And the apple pie, I'm getting some spice here. Don't know that I'm getting like pie crust or anything like that, but definitely that filling, like the cinnamon baked apples. And this just screams fall to me. It's really, really pretty. I really enjoyed that. Okay, from Lavender and Speckles, I finished a large bag and I felt so proud of myself when I finished this bag. This is brown sugar, figs, and honey. I love brown sugar and fig. So the notes are fig, orchid, brown sugar, vanilla, acacia, honey, and sandalwood. Love brown sugar and fig. And y'all, Beth just did the most with this combination. Beautiful. If you like Bath & Body Works brown sugar and fig, you would like this one. I feel like the addition of that honey and sandalwood kind of gave it a little something something, made it a little different. I love the sandalwood. It's just a nice like bougie warmth in there without being overly woodsy, and blended with the sweetness of the fig, and figs are a little earthy, but this was just such a beautiful combination. I have more in my collection and will continue to repurchase it. I have 2 little scent shots, both in her olive oil formula. I finished Sophisticated with orange marshmallow, I think whipped cream possibly, cut off on the label. But this is one of the ones that didn't make it in the Sophisticated sampler. But I wanted to warm it because to me, when I smelled this with Beth, I got grape. Don't know why. It doesn't have grape in it. I don't know if it was the orange marshmallow whipped cream with like the cognac or something in the angel share, but I got straight grape. When I warmed it, more of that orange, like almost like a creamsicle vibe came out. While this isn't my favorite combination, I didn't hate it, and I liked it a lot more on warm than I did on cold. So that was that one. And then this, I believe, was a sample in my last order. Her olive oil formula. This is Cider Lane and Vanilla Pumpkin Marshmallow. Hopefully you can see that and it's not too blurry, but that is so cute with that little pumpkin on the label. This was beautiful. It just smells like fall. Apple and pumpkin. Vanilla pumpkin marshmallow is like a sweet, creamy pumpkin. And then Cider Lane, of course, is like apple cider and like leaves, I believe, or fall. It just smells just like fall. You're outside in the fall. Gorgeous scent. Really enjoyed this one, and this was really strong as well. I have a couple from Bridas. First up is Warm Bodies, one of my favorites. This is pink sugar, blue sugar, sugar cookie royale, and vanilla bean marshmallow. I love pink and blue sugar together. I've really been obsessed with it here lately, and this performs so beautifully for me. I love Britta's blue sugar. It's not too cologne-y. It's just sweet, a little bit masculine, and then you blend it with this bakery, and it's just perfection. Will always repurchase this. One of my favorites from Britta's. Love it so much. I warmed North Pole Predator, eggnog, pumpkin buttercream, and yellow cake. I don't know if I had ever warmed this one before. If so, it has been a really long time. And this one was kind of iffy for me on cold as well. I don't know if it's the pumpkin buttercream because I'm not a huge pumpkin fan. But I didn't mind it as much on warm. While this wasn't a favorite, I did enjoy it. Don't know if I'll repurchase it because I think I do have one or two more still in my collection. And there's other scents that I like from Bridas a lot more, but you know, didn't hate it. So North Pole Predator. And then lastly from Bridas, I warmed the Fog, which is Beach Nights and Autumn Day. I warmed this in my bedroom and bathroom, and you guys, this one is such a banger, and it's such a beautiful scent. If you like earthy, atmospheric, like outdoorsy scents, and if you like beach nights, this is perfect. Brita has a beautiful creamy beach night. Hers is so good, and this smells like when it's just, you know, getting cooler outside. It's the beginning of fall. It's very crisp air, leaves. It just smells like a beautiful autumn day, which is what it's called. So it's a beautiful name. And then you do get her sweet, creamy beach nights in there. This is so good. I walked in my bedroom and I was just like, oh, it smells so refreshing in here. It's just gorgeous and it lasts forever and it's just a banger. Beautiful scent. The Fog. And then I have a couple from Rose Girls. I warmed Deer Camp, which I love. This is Fresh Fallen Leaves, Burning Logs, and a Touch of Dirt. This is another one that's a really strong scent. It's a banger. It lasts all day, and I love it. Don't let the dirt scare you. To me, it's more of a fresh, very outdoorsy scent. I get tree in here. It says Fresh Fallen Leaves, Burning Logs, and a Touch of Dirt. There's no tree notes in here, but I get a little bit of the tree. It could be the burning logs, but to me, I don't smell this and think, oh, that smells like petrichor. Oh, that smells like dirt. It's not dirty. It just smells like the outdoors, and I love it. Beautiful scent. I would warm this anytime, but I especially love it in the fall. I feel like atmospheric scents are just like all of the fall vibes, and I love warming this type of scent this time of year. Also from Rose Girls, I warmed Harvest Moon. This was a newer one for me. Twilight Woods, Bonfire Bliss, and Cherry Wood. Got this in September, and I just really was in the mood to try it. So warmed it in my open concept. And I loved this one. I don't really know what Twilight Woods is, but it smells like amber and sandalwood, very like warm and cozy. And then that warmth, kind of comfy scent blended with the cherry wood. So more wood, but sweetness. And then Bonfire Bliss was just gorgeous. I loved it. It was just an entire vibe. Would definitely repurchase it. Probably not this year, but definitely next year. I thought it was really beautiful. And then I warmed an old favorite of mine from Rose Girls, Harvest Bake Sale Noel, apples, pumpkins, and vanilla bean Noel. For someone who didn't really care for apples or pumpkins, you're probably thinking why, but I've always really loved this combination from Jenny. Great performer. It's like a sweet pumpkin, a bright fresh apple, and then creamy vanilla bean Noel. Just a beautiful scent for fall. I get it every single year, and I always look forward to warming it. I finished 3 from Salt Mountain Melts. First up is Beach Crack, which I think she renamed, and I can't think of the name. It's like Fireside something. Oh, I can't remember, but this is a favorite of mine. And this is Beach Nights, Crackling Birch, Palo Santo, and Mallow. Fireside. I mean, what is not to love about that? It's just like a fall/winter beach nights blend. I'm here for it. And obviously you can warm it anytime. You don't have to just warm it fall or winter, but it's a very tree heavy, woodsy beach nights. Beautiful performance. This one performs so well. Sometimes I struggle with Outer Banks and getting a strong throw. So I prefer Beach Crack just because of that birch scent. It's stronger for me and I love it. Okay, you guys. So we got our house like hallway painted today. We had like a fiasco with our air conditioner and it leaked on our ceiling. So anyway, the painters arrived, so I had to cut the first part of this off. So I think we left off with Salt Mountain Melts. So my next empty is Hungry Ghost, pumpkin pecan waffles, sugar cookie, and toasted marshmallow. This is a really well-loved scent. I think she just offered it in the fall pre-order this year and didn't pick up anymore because I have this and I think I have one more souffle of it. But it's a really beautiful pumpkin pecan waffle. It's just bakery scent. And it warms really beautifully. It's a great performer. If I didn't already have some in my collection, I definitely would have picked more of it up. But if you like pumpkin pecan waffles, I highly recommend this one. It's really pretty. And then lastly, for Salt Mountain Melt, I finished up a tub of Twin Flame, which is one of my absolute favorite scents from Salt Mountain. This is Vanilla Birch, Campfire Marshmallow, and Sugar Cookie. I do love tree scents, especially birch, especially vanilla birch. I feel like it tones down that harsh like tree scent a lot. And the campfire marshmallow gives it a warmth, a comfy, roasty toastiness. And then the sugar cookie, of course, is just a really nice base for this. A beautiful blend. And I did this in my open concept a few times and I just loved it. I have another loaf of it. But this is one of my favorites as well. I just love Salt Mountain. Her waxes really well for me. And I feel like her blends are just really, really great. Not to mention her labels are just adorable. So that's everything that I finished from Salt Mountain. And then I have a few from Sassy Girl Aroma. I think she's planning to open back up in January. So I'm trying to warm some of my Sassy Girl. I was really hoarding it and holding on to it because I wasn't sure if she's going to be reopening. But since she is, I decided I could warm some of my wax from her. So first from Sassy Girl is Bob Jones. Y'all know how I feel about this scent. I'm obsessed with it. This one was actually gifted to me from my friend Kayla. So Kayla, if you're watching, thank you so much. Brown sugar, zucchini bread, and Old Town Bake Shop. This is such a beautiful scent. It sounds a little bit basic. Honestly, it smells a little bit basic on cold. This is one of those you have to warm. It really comes alive on warm, and it's just the richest, most beautiful bakery scent. I really love her zucchini bread. It's really sweet, and I just love this. This is one of those scents that I just really, really enjoy and truly love. It's a favorite for a reason. I warmed this in my bedroom, and every time I would walk in there, I was just like, oh my gosh, I love this scent so, so much, and I hadn't warmed it for a while. So really glad to finish this brittle, and I do have a few more of them just because, you know, it's a favorite, so I have a nice stock of it. But this is one of those scents that I love on its own. It's a nice blender, and I really never want to be without it. It's just a comforting scent to me. I warmed Snuggling by the Fire, a warm, comforting scent reminiscent of snuggling up by the fireplace. I got this in the Round Robin, and I had never tried this one. And so to me, I don't think this is a by the fireplace like blend or dupe or anything. It does smell like you're sitting in front of a fireplace, cozied up with a blanket on a cold night. It's just one of those scents that's very, you know, cozy, and it's just a whole vibe. And I really enjoyed this. Would definitely repurchase it if she offers it anytime soon. Snuggling by the Fire. And then lastly from Sassy Girl Aroma, another old favorite is I'll Get By With Bread. This is cornbread, birthday cake, zucchini bread, and cupcakes at Tiffany's. This bag of blocks is quite old. It's over 2 years old, but such a beautiful scent. It's a sweet and also savory, just very heavy bready bakery scent, and it's so good. Another one of those that's good on its own or as a nice blender. It's, if you like bready scents, this one is for you, and I just love it. I have another loaf chopped, I think, of this, but yeah, if she offers it, I will pick it up because it's just a staple for me. I'll get by with bread. And then lastly, I have some here from L3 Waxy Wonders. I also started warming some of that since she is no longer closing. They are going to remain open. So I thought, let me get to work on this stash, because over the last year, however long it was when she said she was closing, I have been stockpiling L3. So I have to get through some of this. I had dwindled my stash all the way down to 0, and I wasn't going to be buying any L3 this year. And then Jennifer announced they were closing. The FOMO set in, and so I have a nice little stash built back up, so I've got to work through it. So first, this was a sample size of strawberry bread and zucchini bread. This is one of my favorites. I love the strawberry bread oil. She had ran out of it, so I'm not sure if she's going to be repurchasing it, if it's coming back now since they're staying open. I really hope it does, because I love these two blended together. Strawberry bread and then zucchini bread is such a good combination. Great performer, and just one of my favorite scents, honestly. So I hope she brings that strawberry bread oil back. Next, I finished Pink Chiffon Warm Vanilla Sugar and Palo Santo. This was so kindly gifted to me from my friend Stephanie Taverna, Scented Stephanie here on YouTube. So Stephanie, if you're watching, thank you so much. So this one was pretty. I didn't get a whole ton of the Pink Chiffon on warm. I mostly got Warm Vanilla Sugar and Palo Santo. And while I love those scents, I wasn't mad about it. Just was kind of looking for more of the Pink Chiffon, but this was really pretty, like a cozy, warm, inviting sort of a scent. So I did enjoy that. Next, I also finished, I guess I should have talked about these together, a puppy pack of strawberry bread and zucchini bread. So I had a sample in a puppy pack. So I warmed them the same day. Loved it, of course. I warmed brown sugar and fig, Tahitian vanilla, and beach nights. I love this blend so much. I am a big fan of brown sugar and fig. I love vanilla. I love beach nights. This is the Beach Nights Bath and Body Works type, and it goes so beautifully together. You really get the brown sugar and fig. The beach nights is like a nice, sweet, creamy base. And then the Tahitian vanilla gives it a body care perfume sort of a vibe. Really, really beautiful scent. I really enjoyed that. Next, I warmed blue sugar, tobacco, and cotton candy. I think this was a 4-pack of the fluted tarts, if I'm not mistaken. I really love blue sugar right now. And it was really nice with the cotton candy. The tobacco, it was more of a, in my opinion, it was more of like a fresh, like a sweeter, but also kind of smokier, earthy tobacco. It wasn't like the cherry tobacco or anything like that. It was just straight tobacco. And then you get the sweetness from the cotton candy. And to me, blue sugar is a little sweet. But I really liked this one. It was like a sweetness, a warmth, an earthiness. It was just really nice. I enjoyed that. I'm going to definitely repurchase it again if offered. I got through brown sugar and fig, plum tart, and vanilla bean Noel. Warmed this in my office. And this was just a trig tart. And yeah, another like really heavy brown sugar and fig. Plum tart, I think, has plum and a little bit of spice to it. Smells maybe like a sugary cinnamon, maybe even nutmeg or clove, something in there, but really, really pretty. I like the sweetness with a little hint of spice. And then again, that creamy vanilla bean Noel. Really enjoyed this. This was a great performer as well. I've been loving plum. And then next I finished a bougie bar of fresh picked strawberry, boardwalk mallow clouds, pink sugar, and zucchini bread. This was also kindly gifted to me from Stephanie Taverna. So thank you again, Stephanie, if you're watching. This one was really pretty. It was on the lighter side, which, I mean, boardwalk marshmallow clouds, pink sugar, zucchini bread, fresh picked strawberry. I was thinking it would be a little bit stronger, but I think the boardwalk marshmallow clouds kind of toned down those other notes, gave it like a rich, creamy vibe. And I really liked it. You could definitely smell it, but it wasn't like a banger or obnoxiously strong, which, I mean, every scent's not going to be like that. And I much appreciate that. And so this was a really nice, sweet strawberry with boardwalk marshmallow clouds. I got a little bit of the zucchini bread, but not a whole ton. But really enjoyed this. This was beautiful. And thank you again to Stephanie for sending this to me. And then last but not least, I warmed Emerald City, which I know is loved by so many. This is baked Granny Smith apple pie topped with brown sugar on a pretzel crust. I am very hesitant when it comes to pretzel scents, but I'm learning which vendors I can do pretzel from. And L3 has an amazing pretzel. To me, it is more so like a doughy pretzel. It's not a crispy, salty pretzel. And I really love it, especially this blend of like a little bit tart Granny Smith apple, the sweetness of the brown sugar, and then that bready, yeasty, doughy pretzel crust. Just a really nice combination. And Emerald City is one that I was always hesitant to try because of that pretzel note, but I'm so glad I did. And it's a favorite of mine now as well, especially in fall time. And I'm pretty sure I have some more of it in my collection, but if not, we'll definitely repurchase it next year when I am buying L3 again. But that is everything that I have for the first iteration of my October empties. And yeah, so sorry that this is going up a little bit later. I don't even know at this point if either one of my September empties videos have gone up. I've actually got them filmed and mostly edited, but I've just kind of like unintentionally taken a break from YouTube, from filming, from editing, from watching even. I've gotten a lot more into reading. I bought a reading journal. I've been doing like memory decorative planning. I've gotten more into that as like my creative outlet for a bit. And, you know, it's just something I can do here and there during the day. I don't have to like set out an allotted time to just sit down and film. And our schedule's been kind of crazy. My husband's been traveling a lot. My son has like 3 and 4 baseball games a week. We had a lot of them rained out due to the weather. Then he does like taekwondo 3 times a week, and then basketball is starting. So it's kind of a hectic season here. I started a new job. It's just kind of been a lot going on. So I apologize if you're wondering where I've been. If not, that's fine too. But just wanted to explain that I'm still here. It's just, you know, videos may be more sporadic instead of like definite 3 to 4 a week. It may just be when I have time to do it. So hopefully that's okay. But I hope you're all doing well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below what some of your favorites that you warmed this week were. And if you have any recommendations on like a perfect fall scent, let me know down below. Thank you again so very much for watching. Have a wonderful day, week, or weekend. Please don't forget to like and comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you all on my next video very soon. Bye.